Yeah, can anyone confirm? Is my screen is up?
Yeah, it's up. I see.
Yeah, today we are going to discuss about the SAP history. Friends, you may feel that why this guy is talking about SAP history. There is a much importance, especially coming to the interview point of view. It is very much important. Just a quick recap. Till now, we have discussed about the organization and the importance of transaction and ERP systems and ERP system evolution. What exactly is ERP systems? How it works. From today, we will be completely concentrate our classes based on SAP only. As we understood the fundamentals before SAP, what exactly is ERP. Now, I feel that this is the right time so that we discuss about the SAP. Before starting about the SAP, we will go a little bit back and we will understand about the SAP history, where it started, who it started, whom by whom it is started, in which country. Okay, what is the evolution? At which stage SAP is today. Okay, everything we will look into that. Okay, 1972 is the year where SAP started by five engineers. Those are all ex-colleagues of IBM. Those five people started SAP in Germany. At that time only, they had a vision for the business potential, how in future the business is going to grow, how many transactions would be occur every day at day-to-day basis, what will be the importance of the software in future. At that time only, these five engineers having the vision, and they decided to build a robust software at that time only in the year 1972. Here the keynote is like here is the 1972 IBM employees, Germany. SAP set up a global standard, how an ERP should be, how it helps to the business. Okay, when it started in 1972, they released the first commercial product in the year 1973. Only one customer. By the year 2020s, you know how many customers SAP is having? Can anyone guess?
1 billion.
No, that is very high number. I am talking about the SAP customers, not the users. Customer if I say PepsiCo is SAP customer, Walmart is SAP customer, and if I say like that, Volkswagen, BMW, like that, I'm talking about the count of the customers. Okay, no worries. I'll give you the number. It's 400K. When they started with one customer in 1973, by the year 2020s and 2000 after 20s, they reached this number. It's not that easy journey. Okay, they always SAP becoming a market leader. It's not happened overnight. This is what I want to say. Why? Because if you see the comparison, 1972 and 2020, there is a 50 years of heritage. I can say 50 years of hard work. Even though it started by the five engineers, slowly the SAP taken the pace. It understand the requirement of the businesses. Slowly, they started sitting next to their customers. Okay, understanding what exactly is their requirement. Okay, from there they started building slowly, step by step, version after version. Okay, they started with R1, then they went to R2, R3, ECC, S4HANA, now cloud. Okay, every decade they are coming with some new developments. Okay, every time they are trying to include what all are the requirements the business is having, everything they are. This hard work, this vision, now they are able to have 400K customers. Okay, now by this time you understood like why SAP is a market leader. It's not happened on one day. Okay, 50 years. Now just a simple basics. We will correct ourselves. I think these things will know to you. If not, it will be added advantage. SAP. Okay. The abbreviation of SAP is Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. Okay. Now, how to call this? We will call it as SAP. Okay. Can we call it as a SAP?
No.
Why? Any specific reason? Any specific reason why we should not call it as a SAP? Still, we will hear, right? SAP, SAP, SAP. There is a specific reason. Why? Because this is a German company. Okay. Initially, they build in the German software only, German language only. Okay. The meaning of SAP is very much different in Germany, as the software come from that country and those people build the software. It will be not feel correct to call it as a SAP. Some kind of meaning will come as full. You can check in the Google. Okay, what is the meaning of SAP in Germany? With due respect, we never call it as a SAP, we will call it as a SAP. The abbreviation is Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. Now, we will see when it started. In 1972, it started. In 1973, they launched their first product, 1973. What it called? SAP R1 structure. Here, what is a R1, what is a R2, what is a R3? I will explain soon in this session. Just you try to focus on this R1 structure, which started in 1973. Then in 1982, SAP R2 structure. In 1992, SAP R3 structure. In 2004, SAP R3 structure only. What we call as ECC. Okay. Then in 2015, SAP S4 HANA. Now we will come to know in detail what is this R1 structure, R2 structure, R3 structure with some examples and little bit understanding of what is this three-tier architecture. We will try to understand this in detail. And if you see this pattern, did you observe anything? Okay, 73, 82, 92, 2004, 15. More or less every 10 to 11 years or 12 years, they are coming with completely a new product, which is far better, more advanced, more user friendly. Which means that you need to understand that in 2015, if they released SAP S4 HANA, by the time of 2025, they're already cooking something. Now we will try to understand what is this R1 structure. This R1 structure is built on mainframe. Okay, it is more likely work in a single system. Work in a single system. If I want to give as an example, you can take it as a Excel. Okay. Now, when you install Microsoft Excel in your laptop, do it require a separate database? Application will be in the same laptop. Okay. Whatever the data we are saving, it will save as a file in the same laptop. Okay, there is no separate architecture is required. Okay, when they started as R1, this is the like this can be the example how the system is to look. When we come to the R2, this is also built on mainframe. Okay, multiple systems. Multiple systems, they are connecting with the database. Here the database, the application, and the processing, everything is to happen in the same system. Here the multiple systems are involved, the database came into the picture. This will be little more advanced, and here they came up with modular approach. What are the modules included? Finance, HR module, materials, and sales. That's it. When come to the R3, it is like completely a three-tier architecture. Now I will show what exactly is a three-tier architecture. You see this image? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. R3 architecture is divided into three layers. One is the presentation layer, other one is the application layer, and the other one is the database layer. If you see in the presentation layer, we are having multiple options. Okay, in which way you can log into the SAP. It can be a web browser, it can be a SAP GUI, and it can be a SAP business client. Okay, as of now we will be more familiar with SAP web browser, which is nothing but SAP Fiori and SAP GUI. If I want to explain how this exactly work, when you log in, just imagine what I'm trying to say. Later we will see how SAP screens, interfaces, everything. What is the difference between a practice system which we are seeing right now, and what will be the in the live system which we went to the organization? What is the difference? We will see both. Now, if we see in the presentation layer, for example, I open the SAP application. I open the SAP application. All I can see a screen. Okay, what exactly this screen will do? Okay, in this screen I can enter few parameters. For example, it can be a transaction code. As soon as I click enter, the presentation layer will be contacted to the application layer. This application layer will sorry, will try to understand what exactly user is asking. Okay, it will process in the application layer, and again it will be connected to the database layer. From the database, whatever is the necessary information the user is asking, it will pull that information and it will present in the presentation layer. This is the connection. These are the three layers. Okay, here coming to the presentation layers, like many people will be connected here. Okay, they can see only the front end application what it is there, but the back end process will be happened in the application layer, and all the data will be saved in the database. Clear? This is called a three-tier architecture. Any doubts?
Hey, can you repeat one more time now, please?
Yes, Venkatesh. For example, what to say? Are you working now, Venkatesh?
Yeah, I'm working.
Okay, which applications you use?
Same application S4 only.
S4 only. Like you will log into the GUI, right?
Sorry?
GUI, SAP GUI.
No, we are not like that one. We are directly
Okay.
going as per Furio.
Okay, Fiori application. Now, when you open the Fiori application, what you will see a search bar on the top. Okay, so that you can give the application name. For example, manage GL account master data. This is the application, or else post general ledger entries. This is the one more application. When you see the screen, okay, that is a front end tool which is nothing but a presentation layer, which will be
Yeah.
pop up on your screen. Okay, from
Yes.
there, as soon as you enter any application and you click the search bar, the system is going to the next level, other layer in application layer. There itself, the process will happen, which means that what exactly the user is asking. Okay, he is asking some information regarding the general posting entry. That screen again, it will pop up.
Yes, I will agree.
Now here the connection is between the presentation layer and the application layer. From here, directly the screen will be pop up. Next, if you try to post some journal entry, what exactly will happen? From presentation layer, it will go to the application layer, and the application layer will process the transaction and save it into the database.
Okay.
All the time, whenever we do some actions in web browser in Fiori, it will not go to the database. In between, there is one more layer called application layer. There itself, the process will happen. Why this three-tier architecture? Now, see, if you go 10 years back, they came up with the two-tier architecture only. If two-tier architecture is that much friendly and that much fast, they will not build this three-tier architecture.
Okay.
Currently, the SAP S4HANA cloud also build on this three-tier architecture only.
Okay.
Till the next best technology is available, they will use this. Okay.
Okay.
This is somewhat related to technical, but it's our responsibility to have some basic technical knowledge also. Like, okay, what is this? How exactly they are building? Okay, many users will connect to one database only through application layer. Okay, n number of users, hundreds, thousands. Okay, SAP users will be there. They keep on doing some kind of transactions. Can you ever imagine like why it is so fast? Even though if you try to download a report which have a 5 lakh line items, immediately it will try to pull and give it to you maximum 2 minutes, 3 minutes it will take. If it is a cloud, it will be more fast than that. How
Okay.
these all things are happening? Because of this kind of architecture. Okay. To set up this kind of architecture, like it will be a bit costly affair. Clear, Venkatesh?
Yeah, and if we can use a T codes also, it's a same kind of a thing like it like that, or
See, yes, it's a good question. Like, see, in the presentation layer, we are having the SAP Fiori, which means that you are using. Okay.
yeah.
At the same time, other users, maybe who is working on the on-premise versions or else who is still working on the ECC, they don't have this option called SAP Fiori. They're supposed to log in with SAP GUI.
Okay.
Okay, in SAP GUI, the transaction codes will be used. We will show in the coming sessions, we will show what is a Fiori, how we need to access the system with Fiori, and what is a SAP GUI, how we need to access with SAP GUI. We will show both so that you can easily correlate.
What is different between both these three, SAP Furio, SAP GUI, business?
Uh,
We
yes,
can't use all the three on one shot.
see, the thing is that the technology is evolving. To use the SAP GUI, you're supposed to install you're supposed to install a software in your local machine. Okay, if your office is giving you a laptop, by default they will install SAP GUI in your laptop.
Okay.
Okay, that is a application driven. What I observed till now is SAP Fiori is bit lag. It will
Yeah.
be comparatively SAP GUI. It will be little slow. It will take some time to load. That happen in the practice environment. That happen in the real environment.
Okay.
When coming to SAP GUI, it is very fast. Okay, altogether a separate implication, separate application will be installed in the
Mhm.
local missions.
Okay.
Okay, soon we will come to know those things. Okay, what is this GUI, what is Fiori, and what all the things. At the high level, you need to understand this is a three-tier architecture. See, if I don't tell this three-tier architecture, I cannot tell this R2 structure. In R3 structure, you are having a three-tier architecture. You are having the application layer, okay, and you have the presentation layer, database layer. Okay. Now you can easily correlate what is a R2 structure. R2 structure, you have only two type. Okay. It can be application and presentation at one layer and the database is another layer. R1, it's more simple. Everything is there in one layer only. It's you can take it as example as a Excel. I hope I am clear. Now, we see the abbreviation of SAP, right? Systems, applications, and products in data processing. Like that, we are having an abbreviation for SAP S4HANA as well. It's not that you need to memorize and nobody will ask in interview. What kind of questions you can expect in the interview, that also I'm going to tell today. It will be a bit interesting today's session, okay? And which is very much important. I think already KNR given my introduction, right? I'm a panel member in the interview also. Okay. Whenever we want to test any basic knowledge, we will keep on ask the very, very simple questions. There itself, we will identify whether the candidate is having the overall understanding or not. I will explain you how it will be. Now, SAP S4HANA, we know what is the abbreviation of SAP. Okay, let me copy paste the same thing here. Okay, now S stands for suit, and then 4 stands for fourth generation. HANA stands for yeah. Now we will go little bit into the story part. I want all your attention. See, SAP systems, applications, and products in data processing. S stands for suit. 4 stands for fourth generation. HANA stands for high performance analytic appliance. Okay. Now, why they are calling this as a fourth generation? Why? Because by that time they already have the 3 generations in place. Okay. These two they categorized as 1 generation. Okay, and the above 2 they categorize as the other 2 generations. Okay, now they are calling SAP S4 HANA as a fourth generation suite which is running on the HANA database. HANA is a database. Now we will go little background. When they started with R1, R2, R3, SAP built the ERP system as a software. Even though to install a software they're supposed to have the database, the software is purely built on the it need to be installed in a server. That server should contain a database, right? That database in the earlier structures they used to take as a outsourcing. For example, we know we are having a different cloud providers like Amazon Web, Microsoft Cloud, and Oracle. Like that, earlier also we supposed to have the DB providers. Okay, when SAP is built their software application, they are having a dependency on these people to provide the database. Now, if you see, SAP itself is a ERP provider. Okay, like that, SAP, even Oracle also a ERP provider, right? They are having their own product. Okay, even Microsoft, they are having their own product. Okay, Dynamics, correct? Now, even though SAP is a market leader, they are having a dependency on the other database providers. Okay, so that in the whole back 2010s, they decided no, this is not going to work. In future, if we have like got some kind of resistance from the database providers as they are our cutthroat competitors, okay, we may face some kind of issues to the customers. Okay, see, whenever it's the basic business nature, if Oracle it is having its own product as a ERP system, it will obviously they will have this competitive edge, right? Software built by them, they will run on their own database. Microsoft also like same. What about the SAP? At that time only they have decided, no, we should have our own database, which is nothing but HANA, which is high performance analytic appliance. This look bit technical now. As a overall at a high level, you understand. This will help you. Now you understood, right? What is SAP S4 HANA? Why they are very much proudly saying that SAP S4 HANA is a game changer. Why? Because software and the hardware, almost hardware in the sense that DB also developed by them. Okay. If next, what we'll do is we will try to understand at here in between 1973 1982 there are many versions for R1, like there are many software upgrades also. In 1982 92 there are many software upgrades also. There is no requirement for us to go in that detail. Why? Because we already in the 2025. Okay. What I will do is I will give the versions of SAP S4HANA when the first version is released, on what date we are working on the current version. Okay. The first versions of SAP S4HANA. Okay. The first version, fifteen level. Okay. Here you need to observe. Okay. You need to call it as like this, concatenate. This is the complete version name. What is this? 1511 means 15 stands for year, 2015, and 11 stands for month of release, which is November. No, what we can say, this version of SAP S4HANA, which is the first version, is released on 2015 November. Clear? You clear with the nomenclature? Then, like that, 1610, 1709, 1809, sorry, 1809, 1909, 2020. From here, the pattern is little bit changed. Okay. What we can say is from 2020, let me- okay, from 2020, they are saying that every year they are going to release a version which is in October 2020. Okay, like that again. They didn't every year from 2020 they released in the same month, 2021. Okay, 2022, and the 2023. Clear? What is the latest version which we are on SAP is 2023. Our practice system also built which runs on the same version. Okay, which means that we are working on the latest SAP S4HANA version. Clear about these versions? Any doubts in the version?
No. Clear.
No. Yeah, come on, shoot it. Any doubt?
No, clear.
Okay, clear, right? Now let me come to the resume part, which is very much important. Okay, what you are writing in the resume. Okay, suppose a candidate who is having 8 years of experience as a consultant, you understood, right? A candidate who is having 8 years of experience as a consultant, and he's proudly writing in the resume, right, having end-to-end implementation experience in ECC and S4HANA. Is this statement is right? We can write like this in the resumes, right? Work on 2 implementation projects and 2 support projects. This is how we will highlight our resume, right? Okay, to pick in the now career these kind of portals. This is how we will add our bullet points, right? Guys, come on, say yes or no at least.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Okay, now a small logic will apply here. You are having 8 years of experience. Okay, you are in the year of 2025. Okay, you are saying that having end-to-end implementation experience in ECC S4HANA. When SAP S4HANA is started, in which year?
2015.
2015, which means that you are already in the 2025. How you can having an implementation experience in ECC? This is the basic question. Is it possible?
No.
Okay, you want to implement a ERP system in your organization. Okay, you are already in 2017. Okay, at that time you will try to implement ERP systems in your organization. Which version you will choose? Okay, first of all, which version the SAP will sell? That secondary, which version you should choose? You will go for the latest version or you will go to the outdated vintage version?
Latest.
Latest. Okay, you are buying a car in 2025. Which year model you will buy a car?
Of course. Of
25.
course, latest version.
Latest model.
Okay, see, I will share my experience. Simply when the interviewer is asking the questions, okay, a guy who's having almost 5 to 6 years of experience sitting next to me, okay, and I asked, do you have experience in implementation of a ECC system? He said yes. S4HANA system, yes. Support project, yes. End-to-end implement for everything, yes. Hey, how can it be possible? Yeah. Okay, these are the very much basics. If I don't explain the versions of SAP, how can you relate what need to be portrayed in my resume or not? Is it important or not? You tell me now.
Important.
Yeah. Okay. Now, whenever you are specifying anything about implementation, damn sure it must be SAP S4HANA. If you are specifying anything support, it can be SAP S4HANA or it can be a ECC. Both are fine. Okay. From here, simple. If one lies, the interviewer got, from there, your life will be hell. See, even though few companies will have the policies, even though you like the candidate or you don't like the candidate, the first 1 minute, 2 minutes, we will come to know whether he is having stuff or not, whether he is having genuine experience or not. Okay, whether he are have, I'm not saying that only the genuine experience guys will be selected in the interview. That is not the case. Whether he is having the proper understanding or not. Okay, if I give some complex situation, whether he can able to solve it or not. This is what we will check. Okay, first 1 2 minutes we'll come to know, okay, whether he is having the basic understanding or not. But as per our organization policy, we definitely, we minimum we need to interview a candidate for 25 minutes. We cannot disconnect the call from our side, or else we cannot send him out of the cabin from our side. Even though from first 2 minutes only we will know whether we are going to select them or not, but we will keep on asking the questions. If the candidates is very poor, we will try to educate them. No, this will be like this. You need to correct your understanding with a very polite manner. Okay, you need to get some training. You need to have some more understanding. Clear? Never miss the basics, fundamentals. Okay, if the base is not strong of a building, can we build at 10 floors? No. Okay, even though you have real-time experience, you know about the migration projects, you already worked on the implementation. If your basics are not strong, you cannot go further in your career. Okay, understood?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Give me a minute. Now, we are going to learn what we are going to learn. SAP S4 HANA 2023 version. Okay, let me add one more interview question also. In your resume, you don't mention any versions. If they ask in the interview, you can say, okay, you are portraying a 4 years of experience. You are working in 2025. At that time, if they asked which version of SAP you worked on implementation, which version of SAP S4 HANA, okay, simply go back how much experience you are saying. You can say like this: I worked on 2020 SAP version. Okay, if you say we are working on 2023, again the question will come. Okay, you are saying the 4 years of experience, how come you started implementation of 2023 version? It's a basic question, right? If not, you can give this answer. We have implemented the SAP S4 HANA in the year 2020. Later, we upgraded our version to 2023. Current version of our SAP S4 HANA is 2023. Is this answer is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't run behind the configuration documents. You will get anywhere, any place. You can simply get the access of SAP from any client who is providing. Simply enter screen 1 2 3 4, done, this is done, this is done, entry is posted, I know complete SAP. That will not work. Okay, one more thing I am saying, if 100 people are searching for job in SAP, maximum 15 to 20 people they will get the jobs. Why? Because they don't know this basic understanding. They will not have. They will keep on searching the jobs. Okay, and again they will come out and they will say that SAP is very hard here. We cannot crack the interview. They will ask all stupid questions. No interview they will ask stupid questions. No interview they will ask tough questions. They will ask very simple questions. With the simple questions only, they will come to know your strong understanding about the subject. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
SAP S4 HANA 2023. When I say SAP S4 HANA, you need to imagine that I am talking about on-premise version only. On-premise, which means that you can ask me a question: do we have any other options? Okay, yes, we have two other options. One is public cloud, other one is private cloud. Okay, there is a difference between these three. There is a difference between these three. Okay, the difference between SAP S4 HANA on-premise and SAP S4 HANA public cloud is very much different. Altogether, there will be huge changes in implementation itself. Okay, in another session, I will clearly explain what is the difference between SAP S4 HANA on-premise, what is the difference between SAP S4 HANA public cloud. Whenever, if you don't know something while doing the practice, or if you don't know, if you're trying to get some answers in Google, okay, what you need to do, you need to give a proper question. Okay, for example, you are trying to search something on the on-premise. Okay, you need to clearly mention that, okay, what is this topic called SAP S4 HANA on-premise. Okay, the answers will be different for these three versions, these three deployment options. You got my point, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
No. Now you tell me on which version we are going to practice?
S4HANA 2023.
What is the deployment?
On-premise.
On-premise.
Yes. You make it clear first. Okay. You should know what exactly you are learning. Okay. You should know on what system you are practicing. This is very much basic. Now, let me share you another screen. Okay. Where you will get all the necessary information about the SAP.
Kashi.
Yes.
So actually you've been discussed about deployments. In that, I think you've been added hybrid also.
Yes, many are there. Hybrid, private and public combination. Okay. Just I am saying that, see, when we are saying that we are having experience, we are having a sound knowledge, it will be limited to one deployment. Okay. In my experience, I worked on currently I'm working as a public cloud consultant. Prior to this, I worked on SAP on-premise versions. Okay. Even earlier, I worked on ECC also as a support consultant. Okay. Many options are there. What I'm trying to say here is you need to understand what exactly you are, you need to know. Okay. You are having, see, you are going on this training continuously, you will come to know what is SAP S4HANA on-premise, which is on the version 2023. You should have this understanding clear. Okay, you can leave it about public cloud, private cloud, hybrid model, that model, this model. But if you need to understand what is this on-premise, you should have some basic understand what else is having. Yes, you are right. To answer your question, you are right. We are having the hybrid model also. Part of the system will be on-premise, the remaining part will be on the private cloud. Clear?
Yes, Coach.
Now let me share me one more screen. Can anyone confirm? What is this website?
Industry solution.
No, this is a SAP official website. Okay, this is SAP official website, SAP India. Okay, now you need to understand, okay, what are the SAP products? Now you tell me, SAP S4 HANA is a SAP product?
Yes.
SAP S4 HANA public cloud is also a SAP product?
Okay.
SAP S4HANA private cloud. Okay. Apart from that, we are having many other products, which is very, very much important. No other trainer will show all these things. Why? Because our time will be wasted. I don't know how much you will learn. Okay. See, if I go to the products here, you see here, view all products A to Z. Now by this time you need to understand SAP is different and SAP products are different. SAP portfolio is having many products. Out of that, SAP S4 HANA is one of the product which we are masters in that. Okay, slightly we'll go in detail here. Okay. See, SAP 3D Visual Enterprise, it's a product. Okay, by reading the name itself, you will try to understand, you'll get to know what exactly is this. SAP Absence and Leave Management. This is a separate application where it tracks about SAP employee leave and absence efficiency. Okay, like that. See why they are given A to Z, which means that they are having almost with every alphabet, they are having a product. Everything will start with SAP only. Don't bracket everything under one umbrella. There is a huge difference. Okay, you can see once you step into the organization, you will use SAP S4HANA on-premise. Simultaneously, you will use SAP BW, SAP Ariba, SAP Fieldglass, SAP Concur. Okay, there are many other applications. SAP SAC. Okay, like you are going to become as a SAP S4HANA consultant, like that SAP SAC consultants will be there. SAP Arabia consultants will be also there. Okay, what exactly these products, we are least bothered about those things. Okay, when times comes we will understand automatically, but we should have the basic understanding these many products are there. Okay, if I type Ariba, see, you are seeing products with Ariba. By the way, Ariba is a sourcing platform. Concur, see, Concur is a tool where like you went to some official trip, like based on your business work, you will claim your expenses or not.
Yeah, we can claim.
Yeah, okay. To claim that, we need to have one tool, right?
Yes, that is
That is
Concur.
SAP Concur. Okay,
Yeah.
that is SAP Concur. Okay, very robust tool. Very robust tool, which is by default integrated with SAP on-premise again. Why SAP is market leader? They are not coming with one product. They will come with a bunch. You take one, by default, you will take remaining also. Why? Because you are having a number of solutions here. See the product portfolio. Okay, just at a quick glance, I will roll my mouse. Okay, you can have a quick look. Okay, whenever you got time, you can easily, it's a web application. SAP officially saying that we are having this many products. Okay, you can go from A to B. I will go a little fast. Okay, till Y we are having logistics. Give me a second, guys. Now, See, I said that SAP is having many products, right, in their portfolio. Okay. SAP is having another categories like view all industries. SAP solutions, SAP ERP based on the industry specific. For example, I will say a company name, Walmart. In which category it will fall? Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. We can do this.
Retail.
Yes, absolutely. Which means that if I say a credit society, it's a bank. Which category it will fall?
Banking.
Okay. Any government agencies?
Government.
Any defense and security? Any
Defense.
automotive? Which means that SAP will say that we are having many products in our portfolio. At the same time, we are having industry specific products, which means that the complete product will be corely designed based on their based on their industry. For example, I am a big retail giant. I want to implement ERP systems, SAP retail. Okay, retail is an option. Now you can ask me, do we need to learn all these things? No. Okay, there will be only minor changes. Okay, the base ERP will be SAP S4HANA. Okay, they will do some additions, some subtractions to the existing tool, and they will say that it's a industry specific. Understand, right? No, always customer likes to have some kind of added advantage. Okay, if they are coming up with this product is purely related to your industry, you can test this product, you can go through this product. This customer will show some interest or not. Yes, it's not like simple subtraction and addition. There will be some changes, but the base will be SAP S4HANA only, ERP systems. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will come to products again. You have this also, right? SAP ERP. Okay. Now I request once this class is completed, whenever you got some time, just to browse this. If you want to know about history of SAP, you directly go to SAP only. They will say what is their history, how they built. Okay, everything, success stories, everything. Okay, like that. Make it a habit. Okay. See, to tell about myself, I only know who I am. I can tell in a better way. Okay. No other person can tell about me. In the same way, SAP is the best. They know about themselves and they will say what exactly are they. Clear, guys? Go through this website.
Yes.
Okay, go through this website. Apart from this, there are many websites. Okay, just we will go and understand website. SAP, the basic website. SAP Help. What is SAP Help? A consultant who is facing issue in configuration in understanding, they will reach to SAP Help. Okay, there the given scenarios will be there, some kind of explanation will be there, some kind of step-by-step procedure will be there. Okay, SAP Service now, sorry, SAP for me, SAP Learning Hub. If you want to do the certification, you need to go to this website. Okay, all this can be wrote to this basic SAP website, or else you can directly log in these websites. Okay, first of all, when you are having any question regarding SAP, first to go to SAP official website. Okay, you will get a good content over there. Okay, if not, go to some other blogs. Okay, where many consultants since last 10 15 20 years, they are keep on writing articles about SAP, and like if particular related to any configuration, any fiscal year variance, any kind of customer configurations, any kind of idocs, anything related to the banking in SAP. Okay, you try to get some information. All you need to have some patience to read. Okay, I resume my session here. Okay, we understood about SAP, what exactly is SAP, what is ERP, what is organization, what is a transaction, and versions of SAP software, R1, R2, R3, and now right now we are in SAP S4HANA, which version? Then tomorrow we will understand another topic. If you have any questions till now, first class, second class, and the third class, you can shoot me the questions.
Kasi,
Yes.
could you please help me with this? What is the full form of ECC and about
Yes,
anything?
coming session you will come to know.
Okay.
We will tell you the differences also. For example, you
Okay.
should know at least some basic differences between if you are saying that I'm having experience as a support consultant in ECC and I'm having experience as a implementation consultant in S4HANA, you should have some basic knowledge about this both, and you should know the differences also.
Okay.
But this is not the right time to discuss all these things. Okay, let us understand one thing first. Okay, later we can compare it easily.
Okay.
Side by side, we will see what is the difference.
And another question, like you said that in 1992 and 2004, there's a R3 structure. Like, so I want to discuss about that also. What is the major differences gonna be? I see the name is same. What are the major differences gonna be in the both the years which you mentioned that?
Okay, you're talking about SAP R3 and ECC, right?
Yeah. SAP R3.
No need to understand why, because we should know there is a ECC, and why, because I'm having 15 years of experience. I started as a ECC consultant only.
Okay.
Nobody will go that back. If
Okay.
they are asking, means it's already outdated. Okay, they can
Yeah.
ask this question. See, you can expect questions only from two things. One is from your resume, other from job description.
Yeah.
Okay, if you mention I worked on R3 structure, then you will get this question. Okay.
No, I want to have a basic knowledge. What is this difference? That's
Okay, just if you having interest, you can check. To be very frank, I have never got this out and I have never checked.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I got a doubt. What is the difference between ECC and S4HANA? I have done much research on that, but not on this ECC and R3.
Yeah, got it.
Anyway, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Any other questions? You have 8 minutes. Utilize time, boss. Okay, time is very precious. I need to give one statement. SAP is very easy. It's not that hard to understand. But one more, there is one clause is there. It's very lengthy. Okay, the fundamentals need to be understand. Okay, if you having strong fundamentals, like I didn't get a problem switching from a like a S4 HANA consultant on-premise version to the public cloud. Why? Because my fundamentals are strong. I know how this architecture will work. What is the difference between GUI and what is SAP logon pad, and how this three-tier architecture. Okay, my trainers taught me in such a way. Yeah, 7 minutes more. If you have any doubts, I will be available for next 7 minutes. You can ask me the question which is related to these three sessions. If you don't have any questions, you are having any work, you can log out from the session. KNR, it's better. I think we can stop recording.